Law Nation. As this room fill up, be sure, and I mean just that, be sure to hit the like. Sharing is caring. Join the notification squad. If you don't know, then you will know now. Come on, baby.
What more do you want me?
Let's get it. Mama said there will be days just like this. Life like this, I wish raindrops would fall. Come on, baby. Life like this, I wish. Come on. Ain't no party like a cowboy party. Give me a 1 in the chat. Give me a 1 in the chat. Give me a 1 in the chat if the audio is straight. Come on.
Running from it, destiny arrives all the same. What should I say?
Come on, baby. Yeah. Riggs! How dare you, Riggs?
Are you not entertained? Are you not entertained?
What is your profession?
Come on, baby. If you don't like Law Nation, baby.
You must be out of your goddamn mind.
Come on, baby. Ah.
Yeah, on paper, they're
5,
a team, right? They have
4,
all the assets and resources that we don't. But let us get on the and see
and 1. Come on, baby. Come on. I hear you, baby. Hey. Got the beans and bologna, baby. Ain't no party like a cowboy party. Ain't no party like a Law Nation party, baby. I sometimes get my own self crunk. I be the only crunk dude in here, black. Yo, I'm the only crunk dude in the building, baby. Everybody will be like, come on, Law, get to the program, man. Come on, man. Come on, man. Ain't no time to be. Come on, baby. Everybody else be like, hey, man.
Don't miss, man.
He's good.
In the heat of battle, he don't miss.
No.
In the heat of controversy, he don't miss.
I'm crunk because somebody, man, I don't know who you are, but you know me. You know me. I don't know you, but somebody done purchased 24, and 24 is my number, man. They purchased 24 new media hats, man. Yeah. Appreciate you, man. Thank you so much. So I'm going to be waiting, man. Maybe y'all going to surprise me. Somebody purchased 24 of these hats, man. 24 of them, man. So I really appreciate it, man. I don't know what they trying to do, but hey, they just surprised me. Don't spoil me with a good time. That's all I'm going to say.
Are you not entertained?
Yeah, 24.
Are you not entertained?
Oh, look at this. I'm rich. I ain't broke no more, but I would still chop you up at the floors. Yeah. Yeah, K-Dot ain't got nothing on me. Come on, K-Dot. Come at me. Come at me. Get off of that doggone Drake. Come at me. Yeah. Yeah, let's go, baby. So,
Swallowed up.
yeah, K-Dot like, okay, he writing his lyrics. K-Dot finna come after me. Yeah, they ain't gonna do nothing but make me famous, K-Dot. Come on, Kendrick Lamar, you know what I mean? Yeah. But hey, it is what it is. You pour a law, you know what I'm saying? Lean forward, all the haters. Yeah, yes, indeed. K-Dot is the other nickname, Law. I ain't got nothing but love for you. Shout out to you, K-Dot. Appreciate you, man. Kendrick Lamar, man. Appreciate him, man. Yeah, man. Shout out to Shango, though. He truth be said, Shango works with Kendrick Lamar. And I think Kendrick Lamar is a Cowboy fan. So hopefully we'll see him out there in Oxnard, man, You know what? We came here to have a great time, ladies and gentlemen. But before we have that great time, I want to pull up the conversational pool of Dak Prescott, and then we will swing over to the defense, because I think defense wins championships. I think defense is everything. I don't like defense. I love defense. I know you guys feel the same. And then salute to Prize Picks. They are sponsoring this particular episode. Salute to them. Be sure to check out the information in the description box. That's the way we can help grow the nation there. Let's talk about the Dak Prescott thing. And I know, it's one of those things where it's essays, man, is not a timetable to it, because if you think I'm lying, look up Bill Cosby, right? They still talking about what he did in the 1965 and 72 and all of that. So there's no timetable to it. All I hope is that all of this stuff washes away. But sometimes when you are in a wrong spot, whether it be the 4-ladder, the 3-ladder network, or the local media, they spin this information back over again, and we got to talk about it as new media, right? And yeah, shout out to my guy. He says he is a innocent man, and I feel y'all, man. Let's pull this up, and once again, salute to 105.3 The Fan. But we're going to pull this one up to talk about what they had to say with Mike Florio, and then we'll try to run from the topic a little bit later to finish it off with defense and offensive line stuff.
That's the Cowboys quarterback.
Can y'all hear audio?
Florio, good morning. Does that mean that all this is over for Dak?
Well, no, it doesn't mean it's over. It means the most potentially troubling aspect of it is over, that he's not facing the loss of his liberty by way of a prosecution that would result in a conviction. And as I pointed out last night on PFT, the better word isn't support, but corroborate, because clearly there's evidence to support her claim. Her story is evidence. But when you're talking about prosecuting someone under the very high bar of proof beyond a reasonable doubt, I'm sure you had these conversations when O.J. Simpson died last month, just because you can't muster proof beyond a reasonable doubt doesn't mean the guy didn't do it. It's just a very high bar that prosecutors all the time choose. They're not even going to try to overcome, because if it comes down to,
man, this is where I want to stop Florio at. And I'm going to have to give him, once you lean forward just a little bit right there. Oh, my gosh. And also, let me say this.
Shame. Shame.
To put
Shame.
the quarterback of the Dallas Cowboys, Dak Prescott, and O.J. Simpson in the same conversational pool on two crazy different things that they was charged for, right? Because my data shows that also there's a SA allegation that's going on even with the guy that owns the team. And he's a multi-billionaire that's similar. Like, we can literally pull this storyline up for your mind, and trials for SA against Dallas Cowboys owner Jerry Jones is delayed. And the court record shows a whole bunch of other stuff. So they literally pushed this information back on the same situation that Dak Prescott allegedly is going through. So if you want to use a comparison, why not use something that's a little bit closer? So that's why I'm saying to even continue to talk about this, ladies and gentlemen, it's just weak move for the 3-ladder, the 4-ladder networks, plus the local media. Here's what I like about the ESPNs of the world and the NFL. They doing like this. We ain't touching this conversation, because if you shake the tree hard enough, there could be things falling out from their executive, from their employees, from things that they absolutely swept up under the rug. So that's just what I'm saying collectively. But just for context, we got to play the rest of this, and then we'll squeeze over to more and more details.
Her word against his, and there's nothing to corroborate her. How in the world do you overcome reasonable doubt? You just can't. So it ends that part of it because they understand they can't meet the standard. But the case that has been filed, and remember, Dak filed the lawsuit, and that opened the door, her lawyers believe, for her to file a sexual assault claim, even though the statute of limitations would have prevented it if she had filed it in the first place. It's a technical legal thing, but there may be something to it. That part of it goes forward. The civil claim goes forward regardless of what the authorities are going to do by way of potential prosecution. And there's always the possibility, as we all saw with the Ezekiel Elliott case, where he wasn't arrested, he wasn't even sued.
This the part got me mad.
Suspended by the league because there was a very motivated victim.
This part got me mad right here.
Going to do by way of potential prosecution. And there's always the possibility, as we all saw with the Ezekiel Elliott case, where he wasn't arrested, he wasn't even sued, he got suspended by the league because there was a very motivated victim who talked to the league 6 or 7 times and gave them everything they needed, and they believed her, and they suspended him.
All right, so my thing is the league owed the Cowboys. They owe the Cowboys. They owe Ezekiel Elliott. There's not a mugshot. There's no evidence that he ever did anything to that particular young lady outside. That only thing that I have evidence of is that the whole Lucky Whitehead thing. We ain't going to talk about that, but that's a whole nother conversation. For this lady to pull out her phone and to have evidence that she said that she was going to lie on Elijah Elliott to kill his career off, right? And for the NFL to see those messages and for them to pursue and to continue to tear down and rip apart an innocent man, Zeke should be getting paid for the rest of his life from the NFL by $5 to $10 million a year. Yeah, because there's no amount of money that he can recoup for the lost time. And on top of that, us as fans of this particular team, there's no way that we can get those 6 games back in 2017 from an argument that was based off of falsehoods back in 2015. Let that sink in. The whole situation with Zeke and his squeeze, what have you, happened in 2015, and the NFL suspended Ezekiel Elliott in 17 for 6 games. That's crazy. Off of an alleged allegation stuff, right? So for Mike Florio to compare this to that is crazy, man, because there's numerous stories of things that happen with players and their squeezes and their girlfriends and boyfriends. You know, some of them got boyfriends nowadays. They ain't leaving everybody out. And there have been numerous times that they don't even get suspended a single game. I'm old enough to remember Marshawn Lattimore. He absolutely got pulled over, had guns and blunts in the car, smoke coming out the car while the officer opened up the door, and not one news, no shred of evidence of him being suspended or him being laid off or any of these things, conduct unbecoming. And that dude had a full mugshot, unregistered gun, and the sticky icky on him. But I'm not trying to be a person that call out things. And shout out to Marshawn Lattimore. I would love for him to. It's the craziest thing. If he somehow come to this particular team, there'll be some type of news that, hey, now he gets his suspension. Breaking news, Cowboys sign Marshawn Lattimore. Oh, and more breaking news, he'll be suspended for the first 8 games due to the fact in 2017 or 18, I can't make this stuff up. So what I'm saying is 105.3 The Fan. Hey, Next topic. That should have been the conversation here. Look, the dude, whatever it is, just like y'all treat this particular case over here with Jerry Jones. I can't even pull it up. Disable your ad blocks. Yeah. It's somewhere over here. Let me see if I can refresh it. Here we go. Here we refresh right here. They got the ad block. Yeah. Just like they moved this trial and this SA against, Dallas Cowboys delayed, they should be talking about the same thing. What's good for the goose is good for the gander.
Mike, how different is the threshold? I guess it would be the burden of proof, like between a civil and a judicial trial, like criminal trial. Like, how much different is that threshold, or higher is that threshold for a criminal trial versus civil?
Oh, it's ridiculously high. For a civil case, it's preponderance of the evidence, which is basically 51-49. And if you want to be very technical, it's 50.1, 49.9. It is just more likely than not. It is the lowest standard possible for a jury under our legal system, civil or criminal. For criminal, beyond a reasonable doubt, and back to the O.J. case, if it doesn't fit, you must acquit. It doesn't take much to muster reasonable doubt. Our system is premised on the idea that it's better for 10 guilty men to go free than one innocent man to be wrongfully imprisoned. So the constitutional protections are there to make it very difficult. And that gets manifested in prosecutors picking their cases carefully and not going after someone when they fear that they're not going to be able to prove it beyond a reasonable doubt. And even in the cases where they think they have a strong, winnable case, you got to sweat it out because it doesn't take much to come up with reasonable doubt. And a skilled lawyer can stand in front of a jury and explain that and get a jury that thinks the guy did it to otherwise say, we're going to let him go. And I'm not saying Dak did. All I'm saying
this motherfucker hurt here. The whole ideology to when anyone compares OJ cases to anybody who's innocent or alleged innocent is to also to say, hey, this person absolutely did it, right? That's just how it is. Whenever you mention OJ, because it's such a divisive, right, approach to things. It's such a third of the people believe OJ did it, right? But although he was proven innocent, there are a lot of people like, yeah, man, OJ did it. But then there's also the conspiracy theory that, somebody else did it, his brother, his son, and all of this stuff, and Tupac climbing out of the grave did it. And, all of this stuff points that somewhere in his mind that although Dak may be innocent, but he did it. Yeah, that brother did it, man. Yeah, he did it. Yeah, and because these circumstances is the reason why he's innocent, because it's a situation that ramifications could go down the line and could be plausible. And I know some ambiguities into this, but technically, this brother, he did it, But we're talking about a he say, she say case that happened in 2017. It's crazy over here, man. It's an evil world. Yeah. It's evil world we live in over here. It's evil, man. I can't believe it, man. Look. It's crazy.
It's an evil world we live in.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Is if the only evidence they have for something that happened in early 2017, allegedly, is her word versus his with no corroboration, you can't even begin to satisfy proof beyond a reasonable doubt.
Talking with Mike Florio from Pro Football Talk. Mike, when it comes to the Dak civil case and then her countersuit or her separate suit, however the legal definition of it is there an instance where one of these is going to result in a legal victory, or is it possible like both of these cases could be determined to be, no, the claims are incorrect, or is it as simple as saying one of these sides is right and one of these sides is wrong and one of them is going to legally win within the court system?
No, everybody could lose. I mean, it's entirely possible that Dak Prescott cannot prevail on his claim that he's a victim of extortion or defamation or whatever other claims he's made against the alleged victim and her lawyers, and that she can't prevail. She can't muster the proof necessary to win on her counterclaim, which is premised on the idea of sexual assault. And it really is an interesting twist of the law, and it's something I didn't know about. I don't know if here in West Virginia that standard even applies. I practiced for 19 years, and I'd never heard of this concept that if you sue someone, they can file a counterclaim against you that includes things that otherwise would fall beyond the statute of limitations. That's how he's been able to be sued for sexual assault. If she would have sued first, she couldn't have sued for sexual assault. He sued first for extortion, and now the belief is, and I'm sure that Dak's side will say otherwise, but the belief is that they've opened the door to the sexual assault case. And I don't know if you guys have covered this, but earlier in the week, there was a motion to dismiss Dak's lawsuit under this idea. It's called an anti-SLAPP statute, where basically there's a Texas law that promotes public participation in government and petitioning the government for grievances. And if you sue someone who's in the process of using the government to address whatever grievances they have, that lawsuit needs to be thrown out. In a nutshell, that's where that stands. So they're trying to get Dak's lawsuit for extortion, et cetera, thrown out of court before it even gets started.
Man, I'm going to tell you something, man. You know, the lady, and may God bless, you know, whatever her motives may be, you know, if it's in the trueness of her heart that something happened that night. We only know, only 3 people know, you know. God knows, she knows, and he knows what happened. Only 3 people. And, you know, God all knowing, right? He's not even a person. But, you know, y'all give it what I'm saying, right? All I can say is with this, it's a muddy water situation, but nationally, people are saying that Dak Prescott is an innocent man. Nationally, all of the 4-ladder to 3-ladder networks are saying, hey, man, they moved this, they dismissed this. Let's just get on with it. Let that young brother do whatever he need to do. He don't have a wife and kid, but he got a lady and a kid at the house, and he's been a noble guy. He's been an upstanding model citizen. Hey, most people will say, hey, if they had a daughter, they would say, hey, date Dak, you know. But now this is a whole different situation, right? I can't make this stuff up. The only person that's speaking from this lane and this avenue of energy is the 105.3 The Fan. And shout out to them. You know, I'm not hating on them. Salute to them. They provide a lot of resources. They are the Cowboys' flagship station. What I'm saying here is just move on from this. And I think that Dak should counter on some of these public situations of not saying alleged enough, because they need to keep saying allege. You know, that's what they need to do.
So can the reverse of that be true as well, though? Like, I mean, for instance, if she were to win on her sexual assault civil case, like, does that just completely dismiss the claim of extortion? Or could the court, like, potentially find, hey, this is true, and at the same time she also was trying to extort in the process? Or does any claim of extortion go out the window if that is settled?
I think if there's merit to her case, it becomes very difficult to prove extortion. Look, generally, and this is an extremely aggressive approach that Dak and his lawyers have taken, because I practiced law and sent demand letters, responded to demand letters. It is a standard way of trying to resolve a case before it becomes a case. It's not classic textbook extortion. Now, the money that they asked for, $100 million, that's like, that's a big opener. That's a lot. Yeah. We always start when you're negotiating on behalf of...
No. People, I'm going to move on personally, because I can't play the rest of it because I'm going to get too angry, and I know we got other things to do on a Friday. But I'm going to be real with y'all from a man perspective. Protecting a woman, it don't matter how many years done pass. If that dude did something to one of mine, I'm turning into Liam Neeson. Ain't got nothing. It's taking part 5, because he did about 4 or 5 of them. It's taking part 5. Scorched earth burning down. I wouldn't be asking for no money. I'm asking for the head. Look, old boy said you should have went for the head. That what Thanos said. I'm going for the head. Yeah, I'm taking everything off. It's going to be 1,000%. I'm coming up out of the grave, everything, to get the ultimate justice for my little one. It ain't about the money. Talking about, oh, what, the $100 million make it go away? No, of course not. I would take the $100 million. But still, I'm coming. I'm coming for my results on the doggone. Hey, when I see you, it's finna be, if we finna pop some things off, boy. You know, yeah, my guy Tupac said, you pull your strap on me, you better kill me, because, hey, I'm coming. My 4-4 make sure all your kids won't grow. That will be my contact right there. And you best believe me. Yeah, part 2 of Law Nation spree about to start right now. Let's go. Let's go. Let's rock. Let's lock and load. That's what I would do. Yes, indeed. And I know that somewhere along the lines, money will help things out. But by them saying, okay, Dak, well, you admit or you say that you did these things, you give us $100 million, we won't even go nowhere. Yes, that's guilt all over. That's guilt all over the young lady. She wanted the money. Yeah, Will Nico said, yeah, eye for an eye, tooth for a tooth, right here, Old Testament law. Yes, indeed. Yeah.
Someone who's trying to change the status quo and get their claims addressed, you start with a bigger number and you move down. $100 million is a pretty damn big number.
Hell yeah.
Something that allegedly happened in 2017 that you hadn't done anything about, and now all of a sudden you're going to show up and say, give me $100 million. That's a big deal. But that doesn't transform the act itself into something that would count as extortion, because it's very common in the legal profession for cases to start that way. And I think a lot of defendants prefer the opportunity to resolve the situation before it becomes a thing. Look at Deshaun Watson from 3 years ago. If his lawyers hadn't disrespected Tony Busby, hadn't thumbed their nose at what was a very low opening offer, which speaks to a settlement that would have, been resolved. Like, it was $100,000, I think, was the opener, and that implies maybe 75 grand gets it done, and they didn't even respond. They said, well, we need more evidence as to why we should even respond, and that set the stage for lawsuit number 1, which became lawsuit number 2, which became the end of his career.
Now that Deshaun Watson thing was crazy. And then the brother still got 200. He got $250 million. Let me stop playing this, man. This is too much. It's too much, though. But that damn Deshaun Watson, happy end. Now there's more than one to come out on Deshaun Watson, and one would argue that his resume is cleaner than Dak now. You know what I'm saying? And there was multitudes of women and talking about, hey, Deshaun, hey, he forced him upon me, and he asked for a happy ending. Allegedly, he kept asking for happy endings. Not 1, not 2, not 3, but 4 or 5, man. Deshaun Watson said Diddy ain't got nothing on him, man, as it relates to asking for a happy ending, allegedly. And he's clean of all things right now. Nobody's talking about Deshaun Watson and that whole thing. Can you imagine if he was a Cowboy player? Even if he was Benjamin DiNucci, they would have been still talking about Deshaun Watson, and to that degree. I can't make this stuff up. And shout out to Benjamin DiNucci for making all of the things that he's making over there. All right, so in other news, yeah, are y'all glad we moving on from this one?
Right. I want my flowers while I'm living.
Yeah. Let's move on from this one, man. God, dog, man.
It's an evil world we live in.
But it is what it is, this crazy world that we're living in. All right, so I wanted to talk about, because a lot of people are literally thinking that this situation, and this was NFL rumors, shout out to them, I need to subscribe to them, but it says the Philadelphia Eagles, and I'm only bringing them up for context, right, have rebuilt their defense through the NFL draft in the last 2 years. You got Quinyon Mitchell, Cooper DeJean, got Jalen Carter, Nolan Smith, Jordan Davis, Nakobe Dean, Jeremiah Trotter, and Kelee Ringo. Those are their boys right there. And my counter argument to that, and we got to pick on the people that's inside our division, right? My counter to that is this: what I said right here. I said what I said. Yeah, and this is no alleged situation right here. This is absolute truth. You can take this to the bank and cash it, and it will come out as truth. And I will tell you the truth, and the truth shall set you all free. Come on, baby. It says Cowboys Dak Prescott has a passer rating of 100.6 with 3,402 yards, 24 touchdowns, and 8 INTs in 13 games against the Philadelphia Eagles in his career. Dak is about to torch these young DBs. I should have said the entirety of that particular team, because I get it. They talking about rebuild. And if somebody want to fight for their quarterback and stand tall and 10 toes down, put 4 in the chat just like this, man. Put 4 in the chat, because at the end of the day, y'all can say that, man, Dak Prescott is trash. Dak Prescott, oh, man, he's a turnover machine. But one thing I can see with my natural eyes through these shades, that, man, he's 24 touchdowns and 8 INTs. So if he's trash, and if y'all can't beat up trash, then what do that mean for you? You know, I just need to know, because 3,402 yards, that ain't nothing to sneeze at. On top of that, hey, 100.6 of a QB rating. Come on, man, let me get some doggone.
Nobody does it better. They can come closer than close, yeah. Original they never will be.
As much as our own fan base may say that they can't stand Dak Prescott, can you imagine being on the opposite end of that? Can you imagine? And I didn't even pull up the record. Can somebody, man, do your homework right quick, do a quick research? What is his record versus the Eagles, too, by the way? You know, could you imagine if the shoe was on the other foot and you sitting there have to lie to yourself to say, yeah, man, hey, man, that dude trash, man. That dude suck, man. Can he do it in the postseason, though? Better hope we don't play y'all in the postseason. Yeah, Lord, that dude is trash. His rigs, baby. His rigs standing tall with you, man. Jeez. Yeah. It ain't no point of return to that right here, ladies and gentlemen. You know. Yeah, the NFC, like Nick, here's the truth. Here's the truth, though. They bash him because they want him, you know. They bash him because they want him. That's what it is, you know. Yeah, it's like, man, Jennifer Lopez ain't that fine. You know, she ain't that fine. She all right. Oh, man, you know, man, she terrible, man. She just a backup dancer, man. Kim Kardashian trash. You know, these are what people will say on the internet, you know. Oh, man, she's fake. She's phony, man. You know, she had Ray J, man, you know. But as soon as J-Lo or Kim Kardashian, or let me name somebody, even Stacey Dash to a degree, you know, as soon as they knock at the front door, hey, let me just use Darren. Pose it. You got Stacey Dash at the front door, man. You know, she want to come in for a cup of coffee. Dog, you going to change your whole mindset, man. You just shoot. Yo. Yeah, man, they average, man. Ice Spice trash, man. You know, she's terrible. Who that at the front door? Ice Spice is at the front door. Hey, Ice, I didn't know you was here. You like ice in your coffee? Riggs, that's how they treat Dak. Yeah. Roy Williams, speaking of Roy Williams, we got something I got to speak on you. But before we go into that, man, let's go into, you know, this breaking news. I didn't know we had this. Oh, my goodness.
Let's go Birds! Let's go Birds!
That was the breaking news aspect of it. All right. So with that being said, hey, speaking of Roy Williams, my guy Dak Attack, and I mentioned this on my morning video, and I mentioned this a little bit last night. This is within the confines of C.D. Lamb. Dak Attack, who's phenomenal in his research. He says, never forget, Cowboys. They traded a first, a third, and a sixth for Roy Williams, and then extended him for $54 million. Pay CD his damn money. And my thing is,
He ain't lying.
pay the man. Stop playing around with the man. Because at the end of the day, we can talk about X, Y, and Z things. We can talk about we can find another lamb in a minute, and all of this stuff. But no, you go ahead and you solidify that. You get off your high horse, get on the phone, and make sure you get this deal done. I said it, and I'm going to say it again. He do look like Megamind. Roy do look like Megamind for real. I can't get the picture out of my head now, dog. Hey, jeez. God, dog. Come on, man. Shout out to Roy.
That's where the guts went flat. Just dropped.
Yeah. So go ahead and pay the man, get in front of it, and make sure that you take care of business, because today is Friday, right? And a lot of people probably got paid today. And you felt good when you got your check today, man. You felt good, man. You start, hey, man, I'm going to go ahead and take the trash out for the company, right? You know what I'm saying? I'm going to go ahead and hang around a little bit longer in the coffee room to make sure I shake the VP hand of operations or what have you. When you get paid, man, you start telling everybody, hey, how you doing? Good morning, good afternoon. Hey, how you doing, man? I'm here early today. Yeah, because you did one of these. Yeah. But when you don't get paid, you mope around. Your face become longer than Jay Leno's chin. You don't be motivated enough to do the small things. And in football, it's all about doing the small things, man. Yeah. Posey said, yeah, take the trash out. Yeah, I'll take trash out, boss. Yeah, boss. My guy says, got my check just for it to disappear. But it still feel good, even though it's going to disintegrate in your hand. You like, God, dog, I got paid. And that's what I'm saying with CD. That's what I'm saying to a degree with Michael Parsons. And that's what I'm saying ultimately with even Dak Prescott. You got to pay these boys, right, so that they can feel good about going to their jobs. Now, granted, they making hands over fists. But don't get distracted. Don't let that distract you from what the other people are making. I'm talking about the owners. They're making hands over fist times hands over fist, So, yeah. Yeah, Def King 55 says that's a long chin. Yes, indeed, man. Faces be longer than Jay Leno chin when they don't get paid. And don't let somebody say, yeah, man, I'll pay you on Friday, and then they come up with an excuse to say, hey, man, things got tied up. Is there a way that I can pay you Tuesday? And you sitting there looking at it like that lady on Get Out. You like, hell no. Hell no. But it is what it is. Let's switch over to this right here. We're moving along really good on this Friday. Brandon Laurie says the Cowboys defense under Mike Zim could be the key to winning another NFC East title. A teaser from the upcoming article is here. Great breakdown from Benjamin, not Button, but Slolik. And on top of that, talking about Zim as the godfather of simulated pressure, a.k.a. simulated pressure. Zim is the key, ladies and gentlemen. And we're about to play this video. And I got to make that video from when it is small. I got to make it big. And we're going to make this video big if possible. All right, there we go. Got power somewhere, baby.
So what is a simulated pressure? To see it in action, we have to go to one of the godfathers of the concept, Mike Zimmer.
Listen up, y'all.
Zimmer has been a defensive coordinator or head coach for the last 2 decades. That level of consistent success is not an accident. The traditional look that typifies the Zimmer defense is a double mug look. A mugged linebacker is a linebacker that's been walked up to the line of scrimmage, standing in a gap and threatening to explode upfield. A double mug has 2 such linebackers placed directly into each A gap. Then come the defensive tackles, each in a B gap. Then the defensive ends outside of the tackles or the tight ends in the C gaps and D gaps. You can even walk a safety or cornerback up onto the line of scrimmage as well as a 7th additional threat to rush the passer.
Pause it right here. Ooh, wee, boy. Just by him breaking this part down, ladies and gentlemen, don't y'all feel better? Don't y'all feel better? Because we didn't have these type of nuances happening over here with the last administration. And when I was telling people Zim overall collectively is a better wizard and a mind of football as it relates to defense than what we seen out of Dan Quinn. Dan Quinn had a lot of microwavable moments. He had a lot of, hey, this is fast food, McDonald's stuff. We're going to try to make do what we can do to get by things quickly and not marinate the meat. Not marinate the sauce, not marinate the food. Pause if necessary, but let's listen to what he got to say.
Now, against any defensive look, an offense has to set its protection, communicating from the quarterback in the center to the rest of the offensive line and tight ends who exactly is blocking who. Against this particular defensive look, that's really tough. All 7 players must be accounted for. Typically, the offensive line will take every down defensive lineman along with one of the potential blitz threats. The tight end in the back, should they be involved in the protection scheme, will each account for one of the remaining 2 blitz threats. Again, all 7 players must be accounted for by the protection scheme, because any of the 7 could come on a rush. But not all 7 are. The offense doesn't know who, but the defense does. It could be these 4 guys with these 3 guys dropping into coverage, or these 4 guys with these 3 guys dropping into coverage, or these 5 guys with these 2 dropping into coverage, or these 3 guys with these 4 dropping into coverage. Zimmer has put all 7 of these players along the defensive line to put the offense in a bind, forcing them into a protection check that keeps extra receivers into block and guarantees that someone will be left in a one-on-one. Then, when the ball is snapped, the rush comes.
The rush comes, and we ain't talking about rush hour. So when we talk about these things, man, I want to let you guys know that whoever it may be, let's pause it right here. Whoever it may be, whether 3 could be Parsons or Kendricks, or 4 can be Parsons or Kendricks. Can you guys let me know? And I know some of y'all, one of y'all, got that direct number of how many sacks Parsons had last season, right? How many sacks did Parsons have last season? Let me pull it up because I think that he had at least 13, right? And we go Micah Parsons. Hold on, Micah Parsons. And I think he had 13. I think 13 or 14. Yeah. It might have it 16 here. Neither here nor there. They add and roll up and they credit differently on PFF. But I would tell you, there's a film session out there, I think, with my guy Koye, and I may have to do one myself independently of all of Parsons' sacks. But check out my guy Koye, because I know he won't let you down. He'll prove it with the film. Is that majority of those sacks, or half of those sacks, came from the inside. Pause if necessary, or no diddy, however things go when I say came from the inside. Y'all know what I'm talking about. So what's going to happen here, ladies and gentlemen, is when you start to plan to use Parsons still off ball, right? You using Parsons off ball like we all been banging on the table, and you got these gaps, man. You got double A gap, and let me see if I go right here when you put the lovely illustrations there. You got all of these things here. So there's nobody that's going to be able to stop Parsons if this dude is confused. If he's confused, you can have multitudes of concepts with this. So he had 14 sacks. I can guarantee you that even with this, Parsons may end up having 18 sacks this season. You know, I think he may can have that because you can still move Parsons to the edge here because he's going to do that. You can still slide Parsons to this spot. I think that by Zim being the key to all of this foolish stuff that we have, I think that that's going to work for us because we're going to use Parsons finally like he's supposed to be used all over and not just isolate him to rush off a C. We're not just finna just isolate Parsons to do just that. We finna finally utilize Parsons to a degree, whereas Jerry Jones and them, if y'all not willing to go ahead and pay him now, it's about to be double, man. Because this dude right here, he's not finna play around with it. He's not. And to a degree,
get your up there, contain the damn ball. This is why we do it. Hey, too many missed tackles. Let's go. We're too damn soft. I just hate mistakes. I hate mistakes.
Here's what nobody is saying, what you can do with this particular formation. What you can do with this formation, let me whisper to y'all. Ooh. What if on one of those A-gap blitzes, you got another guy that runs a 4.4 40. Ooh. What if you still have Nealon? You have Nealon number 94 here. 94 here. And you have number 11 here. And you have number 54 here. And then you have, you know, number 90 here. Oh, my gosh. Oh, my goodness, man. What if you have Sam going through the gut side right here? This Osa, number 97. This stuff can get crazy, y'all. It can get really crazy. And this could be, I will say Mazi, Mazi, but this could be Rodgers. What Rodgers number? What number they gave him? Number 98 or something like that? That can be your big boy Rodgers right there. I'm not asking Rodgers to just penetrate. I'm just asking that big 330-pound guy to just confuse the hell out of number 75 right here. That's what I'm asking. 94 can get around. 94, he can get around. This 4.4 speed right here, y'all. This 4.3 speed right here, man. That's like a zero concept, but yeah, and then he can drop back into the hook area. Oh yeah. Or no, I don't want 97 dropping back in no damn coverage. But they can show this look, and right. Oh, I got to play for y'all right here. They can show this look, and you see how the center right here is pointing out the mic. They can show that look, and they trying to slide protection right before the snap. Ooh, these motherfuckers can switch. Ooh, wee boy, these two guys right here can switch, and it'll throw off everything. Right before he can knife down inside right here, and he can. Oh my God, man! Hey. That can be a real tangible thing, man. Hell yeah, that can be a real tangible thing. Yeah, it could be a real tangible thing, y'all. Real tangible. So, you know, I think that with Zim, let's just play this one more time for those who just not tuning in. I see some more people came in. So let me play it one more time. So for those, we're gonna repeat it, and then we'll do a sponsor read. So y'all be right with me.
And in the C gaps. So what is a simulated pressure? To see it in action, we have to go to one of the godfathers of the concept, Mike Zimmer. Zimmer has been a defensive coordinator or head coach for the last 2 decades. That level of consistent success is not an accident. The traditional look that typifies the Zimmer defense is a double mug look. A mugged linebacker is a linebacker that's been walked up to the line of scrimmage, standing in a gap and threatening to explode upfield. A double mug has 2 such linebackers placed directly into each A gap. Then come the defensive tackles, each in a B gap. Then the defensive ends outside of the tackles or the tight ends in the C gaps and D gaps. You can even walk a safety or cornerback up onto the line of scrimmage as well as a seventh additional threat to rush the passer. Now, against any defensive look, an offense has to set its protection, communicating from the quarterback in the center to the rest of the offensive line and tight ends who exactly is blocking who. Against this particular defensive look, that's really tough. All 7 players must be accounted for. Typically, the offensive line will take every down defensive lineman along with one of the potential blitz threats. The tight end in the back, should they be involved in the protection scheme, will each account for one of the remaining 2 blitz threats. Again, all 7 players must be accounted for by the protection scheme, because any of the 7 could come on a rush. But not all 7 are. The offense doesn't know who, but the defense does. It could be these 4 guys with these 3 guys dropping into coverage, or these 4 guys with these 3 guys dropping into coverage, or these 5 guys with these 2 dropping into coverage, or these 3 guys with these 4 dropping into coverage. Zimmer has put all 7 of these players along the defensive line to put the offense in a bind, forcing them into a protection check that keeps extra receivers into block and guarantees that someone will be left in a one-on-one. Then, when the ball is snapped, the rush comes.
Man, it's perfect storm. Perfect storm, ladies and gentlemen. And I like what I'm seeing. Simulations, man. Y'all put that in the chat. Simulated pressure. However you spell it, simulated pressure. That's going to be the key for the Cowboys is to create that pressure and to give us some disguised looks or what have you. And like my guy Travis says, dumbing it down. Yeah, we got to dumb it down altogether, man. Because a lot of people don't know what double A gaps is, right? B gaps. C is C. And can you control the C? And C is forever, right? And the responsibilities of a Sam linebacker and the difference between the two of a Sam and a Mike and why size matter, right? Why you got to have that weight distribution there, because you can't expect a shooting guard to play power forward. They may get you by for a game or such. You know, if you Kyrie, you Kyrie. You know, shout out to Kyrie. Yes, indeed. So it's those things that you will have to also quantify if possible. And all of this happens because of a Friday, man. You got to be able to flex stuff, man. And speaking of flexing, man, the Prize Picks got flexibilities, man, with your picks, and you can opt in today on a Flex Friday. And I know my guy Action Power will, so go ahead and flex your Friday plays with Prize Picks, and you can protect your cash back up to $20. But on top of that, 100% of your deposit match up to $100 is also playable for you. Also with that, I'm going to opt in so I can flex in, baby. Yeah. See, that promo is accepted now. And with that being said, what I got going for me, I got 3 picks to pay for $500 right now. And what I want, sharing is caring. I'm going to share my picks with you all so you guys can jump in. I got Nicola with more than 12 boards or what have you, and I got Anthony Edwards, who's like one of Jordan's children out there, but that's a whole nother conversation. I got him going 27.5 or more. So with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, the dude is playoff time, baby, and he's been averaging north of that. It's easy. Then I got Luka. This is where I may end up not winning, though. I got Luka Legend shooting less than 4 threes, man. I'm secretly rooting for the brother, so I'll sacrifice, man. I'll sacrifice $100, man, to see whether or not he's going to do more, right? But the whole point of it, I can flex that part, so that may be my flex item right there. I got him going less than 4 threes, so let's go. Watch Luka going to end up hitting by 5 or 6 threes. And when it happened, when it happened, y'all just say, hey, man, thanks, Law, man. Thanks, Law, for all of that, man. So click that link right there and download Prize Picks and use promo code LAW, man. And I appreciate each and every last one of you all, man, for y'all support and your love and adulation for the nation. Mazi needs to practice getting out of his stance and firing off of the snap. This is from Chris Smith. Great assessment of Mazi. Great assessment of Mazi. I think that they tried to last season, and this is just my observations of everything with Mazi, and I'm glad you mentioned this about Mazi. They tried too much to make their one-text pass rushers. Let that sink in. They tried too much for their one-text to be pass rushers. So when you have a profession, you know, you got to understand what your profession is. It's just like this, you know.
Spartans! What is your profession?
You see all of them. See, that's why I love that movie, man. I go back and I reference that movie all the time. It's because when you know what you're supposed to do, you are not trying to do other things. And Mazi's profession, at 1 week, hey, we want you to stop the run. On next week, hey, man, we want you to get to the quarterback. No, I want you to gobble up. I want you to be the biggest, meanest fat person out there. Punch somebody, tickle them if necessary, right? Do whatever you need to do. Pass gas on them or something. Let them know that you big nasty. Get into the quarterback. We got people to get to the quarterback. I just need for you to.
Spartans! What is your profession?
And they tried too much, man, to say, hey, we're racing and we're chasing a ghost, and it's called stats. We're chasing to say, hey, these are the things that I'm doing, that I'm right. And that is one of the problems with my Cowboys. I'm only saying this out of love, right? There have been moments and opportunities, whereas we've seen even on the offensive side, Schoonmaker, we're like, dude, I get it. I know y'all want to make, y'all want to prove to the world that Schoon wasn't a bad pick. But dog it, when you get to the red zone, money zone, green zone, go to your weapons. It's a time to use the machete, and it's a time to use the machine gun. But right now, go to your weapon. A slingshot is not in the mix right here. And one can say that, man, he was one of them paper footballs. Don't give it to Schoonmaker. He haven't earned his stripe right there. Yeah, that's what I would tell Dak too. You know, hey, go to your weapons, dude. Because at the end of the day, spreading it all the way around ain't gonna help you. Go to your bona fide stud dog. When you get to the red zone, let it be Ferg. Let it be CD Lamb. It don't have to be all of the other guys. It don't have to be a smaller Brandon Cooks. No offense to him, right? Go to your weapons, man. And if anything, people would say, Jay Novacek. Everybody, mama, uncle, cousin knew that if it was third and short, of course, Emmett is going to get the first down. But third and mid, everybody knew that, damn, it's two guys that are going to get this ball. Irvin or Jay Novacek, 84. Everybody knew it was coming. The same doggone play. 84 will get it for you all the time. That's where the originality of Mr. Reliable came, you know. And and Novacek to this day walks around boldly. If you get a chance to talk to him, he to this day, yeah, I'm better than Jason Witten. Yeah, I'm better than Jake Ferguson. Yeah, I'm better than, you know, Butch Johnson, whatever. Jay Novacek walked around with that mindset. On third down, money down, I know that ball coming to me. I won't let you down. I definitely won't let you down. All right, yes, Overshawn did pick up weight, Sadiq. Yes, indeed. Mazi legitimate needs to take magnesium, you know, or get some of that sun, man. Let's do this, man. It is 12:23, man. I want to know your thoughts. I want to know your opinions, man, of everything. Let's go. Let's open up the phone lines, brought to you by Prize Picks. Make it quick on this beautiful Friday.
I ran up a check, I might do it again. Enemies close, had me thinking they're friends. 10 toes down, I'll be free until the end. Crib outside the city, I don't feel safe in my hands.
657-390-7391 is the hotline for your mind.
If I do it once,
What more do you want from me?
bankroll, euro, peso.
Shout out to Prize Picks. Let's get it.
Everything is on me. Oh, you matter
Come on.
what? Add it up. Bankroll, euro, peso.
Let's get it.
I'm just doing me. Everything is on me. Oh, you matter what? Add it up. Told her if it's all me, everything is on me.
There is one other
Gon' back it up.
participant in the conference.
Told ya I'ma do
All
me while you
participants
hating
are
on
muted.
me. It's not adding up. I do roll like a Mack truck. Country heart, I'm a cop of farm and go act up.
Mic check, mic check. Give me a 1 if the audio's straight.
Keep it real, I do this once a month. I don't rap much.
Come on.
I just take the money and go stack up. Only buying cards to get tatted up. All that other bull, it don't matter much. You only climb me, I put the ladders up.
Walker Wade. Last time Zim was our D coordinator, we had a top defense. Yeah. Come on with it. You're right. Let's get that top defense again. Boy, the Lone Ranger in the house, man. Boy, it seems like it's going to be me and you. From the
What up,
206, man, you're live on the mix, man. Talk to me, bro. Talk to me, man.
What's up, Law Nation?
It's your world. What you got, man?
Man, I'm just excited. I'm ready for that run game. That beat you. Let me beat you up in the middle. Let me beat you with big number with Roy and Zeke. Let me beat you up. You need to make a song. I'm gonna beat you up. I'm gonna beat you up.
Yes, indeed, man.
Hey, that play action got me beautiful. That's gonna. Hey, it's gonna open up that that passing game. I'm telling you.
I mean, the play action. He's a play action quarterback. You know. I'm gonna tell you, man. And there's nothing wrong with that. You know. But guess who else will play? Look, it's crazy because Troy. Guess what quarterback he was?
Play action.
Play action. Yeah.
And then landlord, he ain't got because he's worried about. He thought Cook didn't play that good, but Cook played good. If you look, you know, he started going about the 6th game, first 5. They wasn't throwing to him, and then he started getting better.
You know what happened? He had an injury, and he was battling through that, and he didn't get going. Think about this. This was his first year into the system, right? And then Dak first year with Mike McCarthy trying to get those flows going. Now, here's what I say. Teams, when Cook lined up on the outside, they set on his routes. They knew that if anything inside, you know, we give him the cheap but nothing deep. And that's how they approach. They say, we give him cheap but nothing deep. And the problem was with Cooks, to me, is that he didn't make him pay enough underneath, and Dak didn't let him make him pay enough underneath, because ultimately, where Lamb lines up and Cooks line up is the same spot. You know, so Cooks, when he was on other teams, he was in Lamb's spot. You see, Lamb is a unique wide receiver. Most people from the kinds of caliber of Lamb normally lines up on the outside. But Lamb cooks from the inside because him and what's the guy name that played for the Rams? Cooper Kupp, right? Cooper Kupp.
Cooper Kupp.
Yeah. Lamb is like that dude. You know, they line up from the inside and they get busy. And that could be an impediment, because normally when we think about number one wide receivers in Cowboys aura, it's like the Drew Pearsons, it's like the Michael Irvins, it's like the Dez Bryant's on the outside X receivers. But Lamb is unique, bro. He's an inside guy that can cook and kill you from there.
Yeah. Because I don't care who they put on him. I don't care who you get.
Yeah.
What safety, he's going to torture.
Yeah. Yeah, he gonna torch him. Yeah. Two-way goes, man, and that's what you have the deals with. Are you gonna have a linebacker to cover him inside, or are you gonna have your nickel corner, and you give Lamb two-way goes, and if they have the ability to have time, Lamb is gonna cook you. You know.
I want to explain something to some of the people out there.
Mm-hmm.
Law, if you know you got to feed your family, so y'all know, I'm going to say it, okay, you know Ryan, you see how he battled?
Flournoy?
But not him. The key is the 31-year-old.
Right.
6'4",
Martavis.
still running 4'4". You know what I'm talking about? Martavis Bryant.
Yeah.
He gonna show out, y'all. I'm telling y'all right now. If y'all don't think that dude gonna show out, he had a whole year.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Now he get to go to camp,
yeah.
knowing, oh my man, do y'all know how dangerous this kid is, man?
Yeah, man. I mean, he was special. You know, the only thing that got in his way was that rule with the with the THC and marijuana and all of that stuff.
Yep.
So hopefully now he can roll one as much as he wants to. Now he can roll one and pass it around. You know, so
but
he should be focusing.
His main focus is he showed, you know, your mind is focusing after you did that, and you know you ain't got to do that no more. Man, that kid is hungry, man. If y'all don't think that kid hungry, y'all crazy. Bro.
Well, we got every opportunity, man, because if I'm on this team, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm telling you, look, old man, you know, that's my spot. I'm hungry. I got the PhD. So I want Ryan Flournoy. I want the Crooms kid. I want Jalen Monroe Cropper. Jalen Monroe Cropper. All of these guys I'm naming are like 4.3, 4.4 guys, right? And then you got Jalen Tolbert, you got Jalen Brooks, you got those boys who's been on his roster and made regular season games. So they should be saying that spot belongs to me, not that 80, not number 84.
84 gonna go at him, man. 6'4", that's a weapon, Law.
Yeah.
I ain't think Dak Prescott never have a weapon. 6'4" and run a 4.4.
Yeah, we'll see, man. We definitely see, man. What else you got before I let you go? Go ahead.
In the big tight end for Minnesota, he just got to practice. You know, get on that jug machine, and he's so talented, and he can block. He gonna get strong. Like the good thing, everybody got 4 months to get stronger, faster, know the playbook, and do their job. And then we come back, and there's a lot of D tackles out there. We're gonna get about 2 more D tackles. So that's what I'm ready to see. I'm waiting to see what two D tackles gonna join the Cowboys in the camp.
I can't wait to break that down, man. Appreciate you for calling in, MJ. Good call from you.
How about Law Nation? And I don't want to hear no complaining. When I say Law, please don't come on here and tell me about we need Mike Jordan, Kobe Bryant, Bill Russell. Please don't come on here, y'all, and do that.
No doubt, man. Cool.
Salute.
No doubt, man. It's MJ right there, man.
Just dropped him.
That's my guy. I got Ricky, not Bobby, but from Kentucky. 270, you're live on the Nation, man. Talk to me, man.
How's it going, Law?
Going great. Can't complain, man. How you doing?
I'm doing great, man.
That's good.
You show that kid from Notre Dame, what's his name?
Miris.
With the long hair?
Yeah. Miris, he gonna be wearing number 35.
Okay.
Yeah, number 35.
I watched him. I watched his videos.
Mm-hmm.
Who's that player? Used to play for Pittsburgh with the long hair. Was his name Palomalo?
Yeah, Troy. Yeah, Troy Palomalo. Yeah.
Watch his film and his. That dude's gonna be just like Palomalo.
Yeah. I hope the same hair and the essence, man. Even if I had to go find Troy and substitute his mind over to Morris, and I hope that could be the situation, man. We need wildful playmakers, man, that can do those things. We had it for a short time with Donovan Wilson before he got hurt, hopefully they can bring that back, man, and that's just what we're looking for.
There you go. There's gonna be a lot of people surprised this year.
Yeah, a lot of people, man.
And another thing, what is what do I gotta do to be a member of the show?
To be a member of the show?
Yes, sir.
Oh, there should be a link in the description box, and you will find where it say join membership here, and then it'll take you straight there. It'll take you straight there to be a member. And we love the members, man, and during the season, sometimes we have members only to chat, and we have members only videos as well as subscribers only videos. So be sure, man, to check that part out, Ricky, and continue to support the nation. As I grow, we grow.
Oh yeah, hey, I love it.
Most certainly, Ricky, man. Thank you for calling in, man. Thank you.
Thank you.
It's a good call from my guy Ricky, not Bobby, but from Kentucky. 270, man. That was a good call from him. All right, the next person that we got on the line for your mind, Shisha Queen to be from the 910 UN Queen. Talk to us.
Hey, Law.
Hey, what's going on now?
Can you hear me pretty good?
Oh, you sound great. Sound smooth and good.
Okay, so you don't have to sing that every time I call. I really appreciate it.
Yeah. Okay, I had to kill your eardrums. That's what it was, huh?
No. I love it, but you don't have to do that every time I call.
What you got, though?
I called about something serious, which is one of the first things that you talked about when you started the show, which is the situation with Dak. I don't want to offend anyone, but I am a victim of SA. And one thing that I know, and I also have a couple of family members, same thing, and people that I know personally, same thing. Okay. And none of our inkling or action was to send someone a demand letter for money in response to our issues that we had to experience.
Okay.
It is, for me, the person that essayed me, like I said in the chat, I would like his balls in a mason jar so that I could look at them.
Wow.
Knowing that at that point, for me, that would be the only type of justice that I would like to get. Any money from him would seem dirty to me because I wouldn't want anything that belonged to him that showed any type of success or anything else that he may have had in his life, knowing that he could possibly do that to someone else. So why would I just want to accept some money from you for me to keep quiet and for you to still be free to hurt someone else? That's not where I would come from. Maybe I'm short-sighted and I can't see past the pain to think of even the money. You know what I'm saying? So I can't say specifically because I was not there. Only like you said, him, her, and God knows.
Right.
But one thing I know for sure, that nobody that I know that has experienced any type of thing like that has ever thought about going after anybody's money. They wanted their balls.
In the
and
jar.
That's all I got to say.
No.
Thank you for letting me.
No. I want people who experience that to speak out, to give voice for the voiceless, and also be transparent, if willing, to share to the news to other people of people who actually went through that situation, right? And like you said, no amount of money could resolve someone taking your pain.
I was going to try to say something else.
It won't make up for it.
I would be a rich, be a rich person still, contemplating suicide from the pain.
From the pain, yeah.
How would the money make up for that?
Money don't make up for none of that, and it goes to that, and I'm quite sure that ladies are more so protected than fellas, right? Because that's just how the world works for crazy reason. We hear so many doubles.
It angers me.
It angers, for those that go.
It really angers me, Law. When I know, I even know people that have lied on people. Okay, and it angers me.
Yeah.
It angers me.
Yeah.
To know you either want somebody's career, want somebody's marriage because he no longer wanted you for his side chick.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's all
crazy.
this other kind of stuff that people make up to ruin people's lives because they didn't get what they wanted out of a relationship.
Yeah, and then the timing, for him to be celebrating
7
new life.
years?
Yeah. And then, hey, I'm finna have a kid on the way. Now you want to sully this? Now you want to denigrate this? Now you want to put this out there?
I'm showing off my girl.
Yeah.
Finally happy. He's showing pictures of him and his girl together and their pregnancy and the baby and all this other kind of stuff. And now you want to come out and say something?
Yeah. Now you want to do this to me? Yeah. It's one of those type of things. And to a degree, I would understand it if he was a dude that was out there with multiple women, right? Going club hopping, doing all of this stuff. Yeah. Shooting up stuff and doing crazy things. I'd be like, hey, man, somebody need to slow him down, because I know some bad stuff that's happening. But for him to have a squeaky clean record like that, and for you to take something like that and destroy it, it's crazy. That's crazy right there for me. It's flat out crazy.
I mean, and I've seen people that seem to be a sheep on the outside.
Yeah.
And really a wolf in the sheep clothing.
Break it down.
But see, at the same time, when you're around that person, you can feel that stuff anyway. You just can't put your finger on it.
Yeah.
Because you can't hide a wolf in sheep clothing. You just can't. There's no way to hide it. It's going to come out in some shape, form, or fashion. But nobody that's ever been around him, worked with him, or anything else has anything negative to say about him, his character, his personality, the way he deals with people, the way he loves on people. None. You can't find that. So, I just had to call in. And I'm in tears now because
I feel you.
I've seen both sides, and I can't stand the lies. But at the same time, I feel for those who have been through what I've been through.
Right.
So, I just wanted to share both sides of the spectrum.
Yeah, I appreciate
Thank you for allowing me to call in.
Anytime, Queen. Thank you for calling in and sharing your story. Okay?
Have a good day.
You as well. Yeah. Yeah, she spoke her truths, man, about this. Not amount of money could erase the pain. And, money do answereth all things. That's what the book says. It answereth all things. And we need money to do certain things. But in actuality, what good would that be for someone to pay the money off and steal what they did to you out there living it up, right? So ultimately, you want someone to feel the pain. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, it's like pleasure and pain. We stuck in this game. Holler my name. We all gonna die. We bleed through similar veins. So you know how it goes, So that's just how that goes with that too. So I'm looking at it like, if the young lady absolutely went through what she went through, then yes, she should want to see Dak Prescott head served on a platter, right? Silver at that, bring his head to me, right? Because that's what I would do. It's one of mine. Hey, we finna come, my 4-4. Y'all know how I go. You know what I'm saying? So that's just how it's gonna be. It don't matter how big or how small. I'm coming for revengeance, Yeah, that Exodus 14:14, look it up. Yeah, they said that, but yeah, at this point, I'm going to intervene, right? It's going to be Exodus law 14:14. That's just how it goes, you know. It ain't going to be the other way around. So that's just how I look at it. And I get it, you know. The only ones that's talking about this will be our own network. But what I'm saying is keep it 100, 105. Even 1310, the ticket, haven't even talked on it yet. But keep it 100. There's another guy within the same confines of those buildings that got a SA situation that's going. Let's just bring them on. Let's talk about them. Let's keep that same energy is all I'm saying. Right. But what's good for the goose is also good for the gander. I got Jay Lombardi, man. Thank you so much for being a member for 32 months. Level 1. Appreciate you, man. Thank you for all that you do for the nation, man. I got the 251. You in the house, man. Talk to us. Once, twice, 3 times a lady. Thank you. As we segue back over, man, to the flex them, you know, you can flex them over here with Prize Picks. It's a beautiful Friday. Don't forget you can secure your picks by using Prize Picks. Download Prize Picks. 100% of your deposit match up to $100 will be set to you. I'm going to tell you, man, all this off season, man, dealing with Prize Picks been great for me, and we've been grateful to have them as a sponsor. And I thank all of you guys for being able to download Prize Picks and having that enjoyable moment with me. So if you like my guy Action Powell, you know, be sure to share me your winnings, even share me your close losses, man, and we will be able to promote and push that out as well. Thomas A. Garrett, appreciate you so much, man. Member for 27 months, man. That's a long time, man. It only takes 9 months for a baby to be born, man. It's good to see you over here, man, with the member. All right, 270, you're live on the nation, brought to you by Prize Picks. You in the mix, talk to me.
What's up, Locke?
Nothing much, man, just chilling, talking on a beautiful Friday.
Hey, man. Yeah, I'm glad it's beautiful your way. It looks pretty nasty here. But we need to talk about the epic beard that Law has and how we want to know when it's coming out with its own podcast because that makes it back on epic.
Yeah, man, we got our creams, man, in the works right now. Still processes. I didn't know that it takes this long for it to go through. But, yeah, we definitely will have some more and more things available and creating this wonderful, you know, cream that you guys, Law's Beard Butter, to be put out. But it takes a few coins to get things trademarked and all of that stuff. So we building slowly, but for surely we will be there, bro. We'll be there, man. So everybody can have a chance to get their beard full, you know, on the Law Nation side.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Got to get some good face foliage going.
Yeah.
But anyways, I see what we were doing in the draft.
Okay.
We built for the trenches.
Mm-hmm.
We're definitely looking to play some smash mouth football this year.
We are.
I'm really excited about. But I want to talk about, I don't think people are realizing why I think they're going to utilize Deuce Vaughn a lot more than we expect this year. We got a really athletic left tackle in the draft, and the center of our line is a bunch of brutes. I mean, you put Cooper Beebe in the middle at center next to Zach Martin and Smith. That's nasty.
Yeah.
I think they're going to use him a lot in the screen game because it goes a lot to what Mike McCarthy likes to do. He likes to play to the outside. So we got a lot of young men out there. I mean, Zach Martin's one of the better pulling guards in the league. You've got Cooper Beebe, who is always looking to get upfield and get a helmet on somebody in the secondary. And plus, you've got Tyler Guyton, who has some really good feet, and he's a big man. So I think a lot of people are sleeping on what Deuce Vaughn is going to be used for this year, because when we look at it, last year they didn't use him much because he was kind of a liability when it comes to pass protect. So when you seen him in, you knew either it was going to be a throw to him out of the backfield
Yeah.
or he was getting the ball. So, he kind of couldn't be utilized as much last year like we wanted to. So I think he's going to be used a little bit more because he's one of our speedier backs. And plus, you get his small size behind those big 6'4" linemen. He's going to be hard to even find, especially in the screen game. So I think people need to keep an eye out for that.
No doubt.
Other than that, well, I just want to talk about, listen to you in the mornings, man. Dude, you're awesome. And glad I found you.
Appreciate you, man. You have a good day and a better tomorrow. Peace.
You too, brother. Hey, again, last time I didn't get a save. How about them Cowboys?
How about them, baby? Man, that's what I'm talking about, man. Yeah. Here's what C-gap runs are able to do for your offense. Think about it. C-gaps are on the edge here, and when you're running through the C-gap or what have you, let me just pull this up one more time. C-gaps are very pivotal when you're running the ball on C-gaps, because here's what they do for your particular team. And let me just see if I can just switch back over to that beautiful illustration that we talked about earlier. And bear with me. Boom. When you're talking about C-gaps, right? Most teams try to run in the scheme that's working in the National Football League now are these C-gap runs, because what happened, let's say if you got 30 and he's running through the C right here, what happened here, if he's gashing enough, and this is where you see this is field side, and then you got boundary side. So B, F, we got field side right here. Boundary side is always going to be the shorter side, right? So it is open. So when you say that and you see shift protection, I'm talking about offensive disregard defense right here. What will happen here, if you got, let's say, for example, let me just use 45 as a guinea pig. Let's say, for example, 45 is your tight end. Just use this as a TE. And you killing it because he can pull too. And when you running on C-gaps, what will happen here is that all of these guys, they would do what we call slide. All of these guys on the line, they would slide, so that they can get to the field side, because that's the open. This will allow this tight end right here to attack the middle of the field. And when you have the ability to attack the middle of the field, man, that speaks volumes, because when you have that and you get that responsibility or possibility, that could be your Fergs right there. And with Ferguson being able to get the middle of the field, you can do so much with that play call right here, because they are so focused in on stopping the C-gap run, because the linebackers are focusing in on that. And your windows, your throwing lanes become more open off of play action. And that, my friend, is what we see a lot out of Miami. That's why they were able to put up so many points on Denver, because they dominated and got those safeties down inside with single high safety looks. On top of that, they tried to stop the run, and he was able to put up money on there. That what makes Brock Purdy efficient over there in 49ers land, because teams are so worried about the run that they take that safety and they can't play doubles. They got to play single high and stuff like that. So that's just how that goes. Hold on. Give me 1 second. I got a phone call. Hold on. Hello?
I need a solid.
Hold tight for me.
Zimmer has been a defensive coordinator or head coach for the last 2 decades. That level of consistent success is not an accident. The traditional look that typifies the Zimmer defense is a double mug look. A mugged linebacker is a linebacker that's been walked up to the line of scrimmage, standing in a gap and threatening to explode upfield. A double mug has two such linebackers placed directly into each A gap. Then come the defensive tackles, each in a B gap. Then the defensive ends outside of the tackles or the tight ends in the C gaps and D gaps. You can even walk a safety or cornerback up onto the line of scrimmage as well as a seventh additional threat to rush the passer. Now, against any defensive look, an offense has to set its protection, communicating from the quarterback in the center to the rest of the offensive line and tight ends who exactly is blocking who. Against this particular defensive look, that's really tough. All 7 players must be accounted for. Typically, the offensive line will take every down defensive lineman along with one of the potential blitz threats. The tight end in the back, should they be involved in the protection scheme, will each account for one of the remaining 2 blitz threats. Again, all 7 players must be accounted for by the protection scheme, because any of the 7 could come on a rush. But not all 7 are. The offense doesn't know who, but the defense does. It could be these 4 guys with these 3 guys dropping into coverage, or these 4 guys with these 3 guys dropping into coverage, or these 5 guys with these 2 dropping into coverage, or these 3 guys with these 4 dropping into coverage. Zimmer has put all 7 of these players along the defensive line to put the offense in a bind, forcing them into a protection check that keeps extra receivers into block and guarantees that someone will be left in a one-on-one. Then, when the ball is snapped, the rush comes.
No doubt. I'm back, ladies and gentlemen. All right, so let's go ahead. I got some more people that's on the phone. Let's go ahead and get them knocked out right quick. And
the conference has been locked.
From the 408, you're live on this Friday show. Goes good. What you got?
It's your boy Stephon.
Stephon, man, what's good with you, man? Not Diggs, but what's up?
You know, I got to step in at least twice a week to say something, you know?
Yeah, man, I appreciate it.
Today, last week I spoke about the draft.
Mm-hmm.
This week I want to say something, a little feedback on what I got from being at the Star on Thursday.
Okay.
They had a line. It was free. Everything was free. Good event. They had a line for people to meet the players, right?
Current or new? The current players or the
current
new?
players?
Okay.
Current players. First year players. They got Schoon and they got Wanye, Jalen Brooks. You know, all the first year they got Sam Williams and whatnot.
Right.
And Law, I'm gonna tell you something, man. I don't know. To me, if you're a fan of America's team, you got to be out there with energy. Like
right.
You want to show the fans, hey, we happy to see you guys. The feeling I got from them was like, we're too good. Like, man, we got to be doing this on a, say they had practice or whatever, it's our day off, we got to be signing autographs. The energy from all the players except Jalen Brooks and Wanye Thomas.
Yeah, Wanye got good energy.
Was off, my man. And I'm hoping that we're cleaning the house with all those players, because I don't want these new rookies coming into this team rubbing off that ugly energy that our group possesses. Because I even asked some of the players, like, I know we're fans, right? They don't pay us too much mind, but some of us, we know football, Law. You know what I mean? We're not asking stupid questions. We're asking them. You know, at the end of the day, we all human too, right?
Right. True.
You're not any better than me. I'm
right.
not any better than you.
Mm-hmm.
And there was a time where I was asking a question like, hey, I'm not even gonna say a name, you know what I mean? Because I don't want to put him out there like that.
Right.
He's a linebacker. And I asked him,
okay,
hey, where do you feel more comfortable, at the mic or at the Sam? Or at the Will? And he looked at me like, what the hell are you talking about? And I'm like, where do you feel more comfortable? This and that. And he's like, he just seemed very confused. And you know what? It's the same result we get in the damn game. Like, my boys always lost. And it's reflective, you know what I mean? So
right.
This is a message to, like, the players themselves, that the fans of America's team, we're not a stupid group of people. We're smart people. We got the best content creators out there in all of the NFL. There ain't nobody who got better content creators than we do.
Yeah.
A lot of us, like I said, He ain't lying.
Yeah.
We know, man. We know. Like, we know what we're talking about. And we feed off that energy, too. Like, you giving us, like, some an ugly vibe. And I bet you there's some people that can call and attest to what I'm saying. This is what happened last Thursday. And like I said, you are not America's team without America's fans. And we are the ones that built the brand. I know Jerry Jones, you know, he want to take credit for building America's team. But at the end of the day, without the fans, you guys are nothing. Without us, you're not worth $9 billion. You know, so I would say for the players that are coming up, especially if you are a first-year starter and you barely got any reps and you're kind of acting like you're too good to talk to a fan, come on, man. At the end of the day, show some humility. We're all human beings. And I hope this message reaches them. And when they ever have an event in the future, show a little more excitement for the people, man. That's all I got to say.
No doubt,
and
man.
I hope that doesn't rub off. I hope whatever energy is in there, it does not rub off these new players. And we show some excitement, man.
No doubt, man. This is great convo, man. All I can say is that a lot of times those events are transactional, meaning that they are there because they are promised that for contracts that they got to be there and things like that. But I want people to want to be there, and I get it. You know, you got to have someone that can hype up some stuff. You know, like maybe that Flow or Row should have had guys like me or some type of content creator, right? That's introducing whoever getting their signed autograph, like, hey, this is Tyler Smith. You know, hey, man, this is the new player, Tyler Guyton, blah, blah, blah. You know, they need somebody with energy like that. And a lot of times it don't, like, you seen the people that was in the line, right? The people that telling you to come forward, they was just too probably structured, right? You know what I'm talking about?
I know what you're saying, Lord. You know what I mean?
You know what I mean?
You're right, man.
Yeah.
You know, you're right, but and it all comes down to, at the end of the day, it wasn't right. And like I said, there was two players, and I would say Wanye and Jalen Brooks, and they are promising players, man. These guys and are gonna have a shot to start next season. Right. And I wish all the best for them, but for the rest, man, they gotta really check their energy, because I will tell you, and you know this, when we played that playoff game, I mean, I know we're talking about something that happened months ago, right? But something was off, right? Like something was off. The energy wasn't there, and I feel like it's reflective. I don't know if it comes from the top. I don't know who's the leader, but man, I hope that these new rookies that we getting do not feed off of this energy. Do not feed off of the we're too good. At the end of the day, the America's team, us fans, we get the most, excuse my language, the most shit from everybody. We do. I'm 32 years old. I've never seen my team win a Super Bowl. I've never seen my team go to the NFC Championship. Yet I root for my team. I travel with my team. I go to playoff games for my team. I invest thousands of dollars in my team. And I have not seen my team yet go to a championship game. Now, we can at least be shown a little more enthusiasm and excitement when we're out there.
Man,
you feel me, Law?
You right on the money, man. Appreciate you for calling in, Chief. That's Stephon, man.
All right, man. Have a good weekend, my brother.
Yes, indeed. You as well. And what he's getting at, too, man, we've been to numerous events, and the people, and I'm not shooting no shade at the people. The people that, and I know the players, they looking at it like not everybody boisterous, not everybody's happy-go-lucky. Wanye is, right? Like he mentioned. But the problem is that the people that they be having sitting right beside the players sometimes, they kind of got them too much in a, I want this to be hors d'oeuvres type of vibe. No, you need somebody crunk out there. Be like, hey, match the energy with the person that's enthusiastic to see said player, right? And then do the transfer over, But they got some of these people, man, that work at these corporate spots, man, that, like I've been to many events. I'm not going to try to call out the name of it, but they would try to get a pretty girl to sit beside the player, and that girl, she don't know what 3rd and 10 is, right? She don't know what a first down is. She don't know football, but she just a face that probably is supposed to look pretty sitting beside the player, and it's like an awkward moment, like somebody farted in the damn elevator. You know, who's gonna say, "Hey man, you farted or you stink," right? They need somebody other than, and I would say the mascot guy, whoever, we don't know who's playing in the mascot. He sometimes will bring some energy, but the other people be so stuck up. Like it's different, man. It's like. And I'm gonna use a church theory. It's like going to a Southern Baptist church where you know everybody gonna be crunk, and then you go into a Catholic church where you know everybody got to be quiet. So that's one of the problems with the way they orchestrate some of these events. They need to have a person that got a happy-go-lucky, jovial spirit. You know, that's what they need. They need somebody that can interact, and that energy will pass over to the players. But the players themselves, they sitting here like, okay, I got a time quota, I got to do this, got to do that. And they just need to have it, whereas, for one, the music need to be the kind of caliber of music that these players listen to as well, right? And you can have the unedited version, the edited version, right? There are so many things that they need to have a little bit more juice. And if you speak to anybody on Twitter or the X app, my guy Jay Tuck, he preaches about this all the time. Like other teams, you go to their tailgates, you can pull your damn wagon all the way up there, blast music, have barbecues, cookout. But the Cowboys, they don't have that particular environment going on. And the tailgate, that type of energy needs to be flowed into the stadium where they don't have that here in Dallas. And you can point fingers and say it comes from above or whoever, you know, in charge of that. But that's just what it is. It's raisins on the potatoes. This is what it is. I got the 214 you live on the nation, brought to you by Prize Picks. You in the mix. Talk to me.
Lord, what's up with it, man?
Hey, it's your world, man. Talk to me, man.
Jeremy from Dallas, Texas, man. Hey, yeah. I want to piggyback on what that last dude said, man.
Mm-hmm.
I really was kind of mad about the season ending, but
right.
After these draft picks, I'm really happy about the draft picks, man. I feel like we filled up every hole that we needed. Even though we got a bargain on Zeke, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah. They brought back Zeke.
Hey, how you feel about Zeke coming back?
I think that he would be an extra guy for our offensive line help. You know, he could pick up the blitzes, and if we need 3 yards or 4 yards, I think that Zeke can at least punish those teams that do those light boxes, and I think he can give you 3 or 4 yards if they have light boxes.
I really was upset that we didn't get Derrick Henry.
Right, me too.
He was literally in Dallas. He literally was in Dallas chilling, waiting for us.
Mm-hmm. He waiting, man. He was like, hey, when they going? He said they didn't even call him, and he was willing to take a lesser deal from what I heard. So, I mean, they had their minds made up, bro.
Man, our offensive line this year and our defense is gonna be fired.
Yeah, O-line gonna be good, man. I think that the O-line, I like BB. I like the Nate Thomas. We got a big Nate on the team again. I like those two guys. Tyler Guyton, I can't wait to see what he's going to grow into because he got the measurables. He just got to work on hand placements and strength. I think that those things can be workable.
Do you think Overshawn gonna stand out this year?
I think so. I think that you don't have to rush him, even though we got true linebacking philosophies now here. But now you got Eric Kendricks, and then you got, I think Parsons going to give you a little bit more linebacker play, Damone Clark. So Overshawn, you don't have to rush him into it. You got the other kid that we just drafted from Notre Dame, Morris. You got him, so I think that will help. And then we got another guy named Buddy Johnson, who's 245 too. That's going to help out with things.
Why is Jerry Jones shopping at a Goodwill?
Hey man, sometimes a philosophy is a philosophy, and he stays true to his philosophy. So if he feel like he can get some guys up out of the Goodwill department and make some plays, he's going to do just that because that's ultimately what they believe in, and they're not going to change their mind. He's way off in his 80s, close to his 90s, man. He ain't going to change, bro.
Law, I'm 31. I haven't seen a Super Bowl since I've been alive. I think we had a Super Bowl when I was 3.
Right.
And I swear I was not going to be a Cowboys fan after this year. But and until I started on draft picks, I was like, okay, we got some hope. You know what I'm saying? We got some hope.
Man, you gonna be a diehard Cowboy fan regardless, win, lose, or draw, bro. Even though you may seem as if though you want to check out another team, but at the end of the day, man, once you got silver and blue in your body, man, it's not coming out, man. So I already know, bro.
Not for real.
Yeah. It just frustrations, man. You want to leave, you want to get mad at the team. I get mad. I want to be like, hey, man, what are we gonna win? But at the end of the day, man, there's like that. We just passionate folks, man, and we are, believe it or not, we are the most loyal fan. People think that we are delusional, but no, we are just loyal to the soil, you know.
Absolutely. Hey, and thanks for taking my call off. Hey, man, you the best, man. How about them Cowboys?
Man? There we go. Appreciate you, man. Yes, indeed. And that's from my guy from the 214. He said he's 31, never got a chance to see the Cowboys win the Super Bowl. But I'm going to tell y'all, man, we loyal, and we ain't moving nowhere. We'll talk bad about this team. We get mad at the coaches, the owner. We get mad at the players, but we ain't going nowhere. If you really deep down in your heart, we ain't going nowhere, bro. You know, Eastside Harold, low-key, he's a Cowboy fan. You know, he's a Cowboy fan. Tricks with a $2 super chat says, let's go. Darvin Ham was released. So that's another big running back or fullback, man. That would be nice, man, for us to pick him up. And I think I had another super chat. It was somewhere in here. It might have passed by. Here we go. Darren says, Riggs. Put my Riggs button there. Yeah, man. It's going to go well with us, man. We just got Italian Cowboys and we're loyal to a fault. Yeah. I told you them draft, man, it's true. You start drafting folks, man, people turn around and change their minds and still stay loyal and stick to this team. Some people say they out on the Cowboys. I think that, you know.
Goodbye.
To a degree, for those who would say they up out of here, they're not going to do X, Y, and Z things no more. And they're going to flex up out of here just like they can flex on to Prize Picks. 100% of your deposit match up to $100 will be the flexible moment for you. Sometimes people just have their reservations on a team, and they say they'll check out, and they'll tune back in when real tractions come. But I know for sure y'all not finna turn on this team because the haters watching. The haters are even watching us. They are super glued, stuck on the Cowboys, right? They know every movement. Sometimes there will be people who will say that they can't stand the Cowboys, but they would tune in more and know more about this team than their own team, right? And I grew up in Mississippi. We didn't have a professional team, but I can tell you, Saints fans, they knew everything about the Cowboys. Oh, my goodness, the Atlanta fans, allegedly, you know, all of those guys, they knew everything about the Cowboys. Steelers, the 49ers, all of those fans, they know everything about the Cowboys. Like right now, Eastside Harold knows everything about the Dallas Cowboys. He might not know what some of his players are. You know, he probably don't even know what Nico number is, right? He probably don't know where, you know, some of his players, you know, went to school from Jalen Petrie. He don't know what school they went to, but he knows everything about the Dallas Cowboys because he is a Cowboy fan at heart. You know, you are a fan of something, whether it's your hatred of that particular team or your love, because you are tuning in, giving up your time to watch. That means you're a fan, regardless. If you don't care about a male strip club, you don't be there. You don't post. You don't go to look to see what's there, right? But if you do care about the male strip club, you will be posting. You will be looking. You will find your way in the male strip club. So at the end of the day, it's okay, Eastside Herald and all of those other Eagle fans and all of that, because it is what it is.
Come out the closet.
Come on now, it's just what it is. Come on out the closet, man. That's just what it is. It's the truth, and you take time out of your valuable day to listen to what the Cowboys and Law is going to say. And that's just the reality of it, ladies and gentlemen. All right, so David, the Goodwill Department. Yeah. So it is what it is, ladies and gentlemen. And our final words of everything, man, I thank everybody for tuning in. And no shade at you, Eastside Herald. We accept y'all all over here, man. We don't pick upon or gatekeep anybody from watching. We want everybody to tune in, even if you don't like me. And if you don't like the Cowboys, I want you to tune in, man. Yeah, continue to subscribe to the nation. Support us, man. You know, be a part of the movement, man. It's like we had 24 people to buy hats. I hope it wasn't a mistake. And they meant to buy only 4 or 2. But even though times are times, tough times don't last long, tough people do. In departing, I want to tell you guys that even I thought about throwing in the towel. Even I thought about giving up. But daily, the reminder of the Dallas Cowboys will always be in our mindset. So we're going to talk about the Cowboys. And why just talk about it to myself when I can talk to y'all beautiful people? And that's what we've been doing. We endured through the process, and we continue to move forward. That's just what we do. One day at a time, Italian Cowboy. One movement at a time. If you can just become 1% better than what you were the previous day, then you on your way. There's 365 days in a year. You can't get 365% better in one day. You can, but it's going to take away. So strive small. Don't go for the juggler on the first rip. There's rules and laws to this multiverse. Be faithful over a few things, and then all of a sudden you'll be rulers over many. That's the rudiments of life. So start small, and then you will end up big. Put your mind to it. Ain't that's right? Ain't that's right? But ultimately, in departing, if you want a thing bad enough to go out there and fight for it, to work day and night, to give up your time, your peace, and your sleep, if all of your desires of it makes you quite mad that you don't get tired, and it makes you all hold everything tawdry and cheap, if life itself seems empty and useless without it, and all that you scheme and dream is about it, if you will gladly go out there and sweat for it, fret for it, and plan for it, to lose all of your mind for it, if you would simply, just simply go after the thing you want with all of your capacity, strength, sagacity, with faith, hope, and confidence and stern pertinacity. If neither the cold or the poverty or the famish or fame or the sickness of your body or brain can turn you away from the thing you want, if dark and grim and besieged and beset with the help of Almighty Cowboy Nation and everybody that's listening, you over there.
This is where we hold them. This is where we fight.
We'll get it, ladies and gentlemen. That's been my time. I really thank you all for yours. And remember, you're listening to nothing but the best. Let's go, baby.
Damn.
Let's go, baby. I hope I motivate you. I hope I push you. Come on. Come on. Come on. Hey, yeah. Come on. That's all I want to do, baby. That's all I want to do. Is run it up. Be safe, y'all.
I've been really in the field, wish I let it feel lately. I just wanna run it up.
Come on, Def King.
Don't need no deals, I make the deal. Have to take it to a meal lately. I just wanna run it up. Yeah. Kinda check the song. Lately I just wanna run it up.
We still the boys, baby.
Count that too, count it up.
We still the boys, baby.
Lately I just wanna run it up. Need them ones, I need them fives, need them tens, I need that change. To the safe, got blues inside.
What?
Greens and pinks, it's all the same. I still save and roll my change. Take some losses when I play, charge it to the game. I'm with L, yeah, I'm with T Black, I'm with Revenue.
Who with Law?
I'm
Who
with
with Law,
Jay,
baby?
I'm with Jay, yeah, I'm with Chuck and now.
Come on.
Still the same, not switching sides, now it's about loyalty.
Not switching sides,
Use the
baby.
size off for the bag, and that's worth more to me.
Hey.
I mix Nike with designer, I experiment.
Put Law in the chat if you with Law,
Just rock
baby.
what's on the shelf, and I'm not feeling it.
Come on.
Search for the one,
Mama
but baby
said,
girl, it's nothing real.
there'll be days
Can
just
trust a soul, I
like
keep a hammer, call it
this.
too legit.
Come on. Shout out to you, Kimberly. Unlucky. Come on. Rig Cowboy. Yeah. Roll those credits, baby.
Kinda check the song.
Verde. J. Lombardi. Oh man, my credits ain't working. That's okay. That's okay.
Lately I just wanna run it up. Yeah.
Come on.
I just be off the dome.
Hey.
I never own no chrome. Too many foes and clones.
Come on.
Yeah. I be at home alone. I be in zones alone. I be on road alone. Yeah. I been really in the field.
Who be on road alone, man? Come on, baby. And remember, you're riding with nothing but the best of hits and oldies, huh? Come on.
Kinda check the song.
Come on.
I just wanna run it up. Count that too. Lately I just wanna run it up.
We answered. I talked stuff. I thought we had it, but it goes to show you who's the better team, and I'm sticking Cowboys.
You're crying.
I'm hurt. I love my Eagles. I don't believe it.
You gonna flap the hat one more time for the Eagles for the hard fight they did?
Let's go, birds fly, Eagles fly.
When your team is getting demolished like that, I sit up here, I swallow a lot of what I know. And a lot of what I know is what I'm starting to see right now. That's why this team is awful. You're not good when you get embarrassed like that. And why the hell do we have these benches with heat things for them in a damn stadium? It is the dumbest damn thing I've ever seen in my life. We took them to Dallas, they embarrassed us. That if we take those to another stadium, we have to be the laughingstock of the damn internet.
Now, so the cocaine's happening. When does that crack come into play for you?
We answered. I talked stuff. I thought we had it, but it goes to show you who's the better team, and I'm sticking Cowboys.
You're crying.
I'm hurt.
Come on, bounce with the nation, baby. Hey, come on. It's Friday, baby. Oh, come on. Hey, oh. All you gotta do is bounce your shoulders one time. Put GP if you got paid today. Got paid. Put GP in the chat. And you. What we tell them, baby? Don't let the street lights hit you.
You know it's dangerous to go alone. Don't let the street lights hit you. Could
I be on? Thank you. I follow.
Wherever you go.
Get paid on Tuesday, Law. Oh my goodness. Riggs. Be sure. Now. Be sure to give 10% to the Cash App that's in the description box. Cash App or PayPal me. I ain't too proud to beg, baby. Come on. I see all of y'all that got paid today. Now, come on. Don't let the street lights hit you. Don't let them street lights hit you now.
You know it's dangerous. You must be out your goddamn mind.
They like, ain't finna pay law, sure.
Don't let the street lights hit you. Could
I be on? What we tell them, baby? I follow.
Wherever you go, whatever you do.
I want Mason Glory.
Contain the damn ball. This is why we do it.
If a paper crane can
Let's
fly,
go.
then gravity doesn't feel that far. So far.
Oh, y'all.
So far.
Hold on. I'm manifesting something, man. I'm manifesting something. Hold on. I gotta hit this last note. Hold on.
So far. If a paper crane can fly, fly on, fly on, fly on, fly on, fly on.
Yeah. Gregory said, man, you said 10% who you in, God? No, wait. Hold on now. When the pastor says give 10%, where he giving it to? Is he giving it back to G.O.D.? Didn't y'all get a message today? Did you get a word today? Come on, don't have me to play the organs over here. Yeah, but I'm not G.O.D. My G.O.D. would be I'd be a lowercase G.O.D. though. I'm the son of the God. You know what I'm saying? God is the Father. You know, He's my Father. But neither here nor there. Let me tell you, I'm manifesting something right here. I'm manifesting something. You know, it states here that my guy, the NFL Network, not renewing contracts for Cowboys legend Michael Irvin. So what I'm saying is it's time for Michael Irvin to stand tall on this right here.
Let me crack your cranium and fertilize your brain.
Yeah, it's time for Michael Irvin to be able to walk out and step out on glory and do his own business. So I said, like, look, let's start our own network, Michael Irvin. And I tagged him. I don't think he's gonna respond, but at least 88 Podcast, Jerry Jones, Glory Hole guy, yeah, he responded to it. So, hey, if y'all want new media to be new media, let Michael Irvin be a part of the new media, and we stand on our own 10 toes, baby. We stand on our own ground. It can be all possible. It states that thou shalt decree a thing, and it shall be established, right? So we are going to speak these things into existence. Just because the NFL Network declined your contract, you can do your own contract, Michael Irvin, and stand over here with what we doing by ourselves. I'm doing what we did for the draft show with some doggone duct tape and some cigarette lighters, man. Can you imagine if we brought the playmaker on, you know, with the aspect of what he can do and bring to the table? Then the networks will crawl at your feet because we'll be able to do unbelievable numbers.
Right. I want my flowers while I'm living.
Come on with it, man. Come on with it. So y'all tell the playmaker, man, come on over here to New Media, Law Nation Network. We can start our own. Hey, it could be the 88 Network. It could be anything you want. It can be 88 Nation. I just want to be able to work with the legend over here. So yeah, let's start our own. Yeah, we don't have to bend the knee, or we don't have to crawl and ask the NFL Network for money and remunerations. Come on, man. Yeah, he need his own show. I'll be a co-host. I'll just be sitting here. I will alley-hoop that thing over to him. Yes, indeed. Yeah.
They can come closer than close. Yeah. Original, they never will be. Nobody
but you know what's going to happen, though.
Does it better. They can come closer than close. Yeah. Original, they never will be.
Club Shay and Ocho Cinco and all of that stuff. They got resources. They got sources, you know, and they going to reach out to them. You know, that's just how the rules go. And
not the one who made the rules, right? Do it, left, do it, right, do it, left, do it, right.
But at the end of the day, if they were to put me in a room with the playmaker, I know him and Shay Sharp, they on them own self, they can get all of them views, but I see myself like this.
Yeah, on paper, they're a better team.
Right. Yeah.
They have all the assets and resources that we don't. But let us get on the line, boy, and see if that factors in. I guarantee you it won't. Wow.
It won't. But hey, man, that's all the time that I have. Really, I just wanted to share that with you guys. Let's figure out ways. Y'all at the playmaker and say, hey, man, at least just give these young fish, man, a shot at it, man. Give these young guys a shot at it, man, that grew up loving and watching his videos and watching what he was able to do on a Sunday or a Monday or even Thursday. They had Thursday night football during that time. Or even on a Saturday at times. Well, look. Hit up the playmaker. That's all the time we got, baby. We up out. One love, DC for life. Let's go. Peace.
Ain't nobody calling me, texting me, paging me, asking me, are you still involved? Calling me, texting me, paging me, asking me, am I still involved? Y'all usually check on me. Listen. I'm still involved. Hey, I'm still them boys. Damn. Oh, I'm still. No, them boys. I'm still them boys. Spartans, prepare for glory. I'm still. Damn. I'm still them boys. Yeah. I'm still them boys. Sacrifice. Nobody. I'm still them boys. Them boys.
You having an unnatural allegiance to losers is not like you.
Until next time, shout out to you, Gregory. An open cardboard box with the word unboxing. Appreciate you, man. Thank you so much. DC for